Today is the very first day in 2024 that I am presiding over this august Assembly of Parliament. I therefore consider it opportune to start by extending to each and every one of you a blessed New Year and sincere best wishes for your good health and a fruitful and prosperous 2024. Sadly though, Parliament has started the new year by capturing the news headlines for all the wrong reasons, in both the mainstream and social media, and also in general discussions in the public domain. And it has become so palpable that we are all under heavy attack and denigration from the general public. For this reason alone, quite apart from there seemingly being also a lapse in the dignity and decorum of Parliament, as the arm of government entrusted with the sacred responsibility to make the laws of the land, for the present, there is absolutely nothing for us to celebrate about. On the contrary, we should all apologize to the public of this country, to the people of this country, whose trust and confidence we bear, and on whose behalf we act in this world as their representatives. By the same token, we want to take this opportunity to express our collective regret and to ask for their forgiveness. We promise that we shall never again commit the grievous mistakes of the recent past. Without exaggeration, a lot has been said and written about Parliament in the past weeks, and they have continued unabated. But more particularly about the Speaker and the Clerk of Parliament. For the clerk, we understand from the Commissioner of the Anti-Corruption Commission that his matter is still under investigation. Therefore, the less said about it here, the better. We shall await the final outcome of the Commissioner's investigation. Don't worry, I'm coming. As for the Speaker, please allow me to make bold and say that a great deal of what has been said and written has been either misconceived or misunderstood. So I want to seize this opportunity to try to set the record straight. First and foremost, you see, you ask about First and foremost, like the beautiful game of soccer football, for example, the Africa Cup of Nations currently being played in Cote d'Ivoire. Democratic politics. Democratic politics, by definition, means a game between two or more opposing teams. And the Speaker's role as presiding officer can be likened to that of the referee. He cannot afford but be a friend to both teams. More importantly, he cannot afford to antagonize, still less become an enemy of either team. Occasionally, when things are perceived to be going not too well, he invites the two captains to the Speaker's days for consultation. And in those consultations, we must all be guided by the dictates of fact and reason, not conjecture or gossip, but above all, by the rules of the game as prescribed in the Constitution and the standing orders, which must always reign supreme. Second, the Speaker must be accessible to all MPs. They are at liberty to come to him at any time for guidance and consultation. And he, in turn, is obliged to accommodate them as much as possible. Third, the Speaker must not be a predator, and he has never been. Contrary to the accusations spewed extensively by some despicable sections of the social media. And for these, I have already filed a complaint to the police and the Independent Media Commission. However, let it be noted that there are two doors to the chambers of the Speaker. One door is reserved exclusively for his entry and exit, and is also used occasionally by His Excellency the President whenever he visits Parliament. The second door is for the MPs and the general public. That door is always kept open and accessible. Whereas the key to the first door is in the custody of state security, the key to the second door is kept in the Secretary's office. The critical point at issue here is this: that no keys are ever kept by the Speaker, nor, and this might surprise you, does he even know what they look like. So I exhort you all, especially the honorable ladies of this house, please don't be afraid to come to the Speaker's chamber. Not only is this Speaker not now a frail and faint shadow of his once youthful masculinity, you can easily push him over should he ever attempt any act of bravado. Besides, you can easily shout for help from outside and the doors would be open in no time. Let me perhaps go over that again. Understood?
Mr. Speaker, for the public.
No. The public is all
How many of you want me to go over it? Go over. Let me hear from the leader of government.
Mr. Speaker, I think your record proceed.
I take the cue from the leader of government. Finally, let it be stated here loud and clear that the Speaker and the Clerk of Parliament are not at loggerheads with each other. As some unscrupulous and frivolous media might want you to believe. The Speaker is indeed the chairman of the Parliamentary Commission, the highest decision-making body of Parliament, and the clerk is the secretary of the Commission. The two of them have to work in harmony at all times for the successful deliberations of the Commission, and have indeed been doing so since the beginning of the fifth part. But ultimately, the Speaker bears the greatest responsibility for the Parliament as a whole, and the clerk is only the head of the parliamentary service and the controller of the parliamentary courts. If the differences there are between the Speaker and the clerk, they are minuscule. I repeat, if differences there are between the Speaker and the clerk, they are minuscule and by no means extraordinary. And no one should attempt to build mountains out of a molehill. Honorable members, allow me to end this announcement with the assurance that this sixth parliament is moving forward inexorably because there are bigger and more formidable challenges ahead of all of us. I hope this small word for the wise is sufficient for today. I thank you for your kind attention.
Line of papers. A. The Minister of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation.
Mr. Speaker, honorable members, 30th and 21st periodic report on the African Charter on Human and People Rights, and the initial and combined second, third, and fourth periodic report on the protocol to the African Charter on the Human and the People's Rights, on the rights of women in Africa. Mr. Speaker, I want you to take note of the document. The first, it should be human and people's rights. That's what we have on the paper. This is a typo on the other paper. So it should be the people's rights. Convention on the Judiciary Cooperation in Civil, Commercial, and Administrative Matters between the Kingdom of Morocco and the Republic of Sierra Leone. A3. Cooperation Agreement in the field of vocation training between the Office of the Vocational Training and Employment Promotion and the Morocco International Cooperation Agency, AMSI, of the Kingdom of Morocco and the Ministry of Higher and Tertiary Education of the Republic of Sierra Leone. 4. Roman 4, Convention on Cybercrime. Roman 5, Framework Cooperation Agreement relating to the granting of academic scholarships, internships, and sharing of expertise between the Kingdom of Morocco, represented by Moroccan Agency for International Cooperation, AMSI, and the Republic of Sierra Leone, represented by the Ministry of Higher and Tertiary and Technical Education. Roman 6, Agreement between the Kingdom of Morocco and the Republic of Sierra Leone for the reciprocal promotion and protection of investment.
Where I don't see those calls, now I'm blocking it. When this thing down,
B, the Minister of Employment, Labor and Social Security.
I would like to ask that I stand the House down for at least 15 minutes before we invite the Minister of Employment to take the chair to introduce this particular item. And I would like to invite him, the Leader of Government Business, Deputy Speaker, the whips, deputies, women's leaders, caucus, leader of the opposition, deputy whips to my chambers, please. I'll stand the House down now. For 15 minutes.